I am so excited that you're here right now to learn more about what PsychologyPop is up to. Hey there, amazing people. So what's with the name PsychologyPop? Well, I'm going to tell you more about that throughout this video and give you a little bit more of the tea at the end. Welcome to PsychologyPop. What's poppin'? Let me introduce myself real quick. I am Elena Dunn, licensed professional counselor. I'm here to provide education, information, give you a little bit of inspiration, and maybe just a dose of some fun. We all need that, don't we? Oh, so you're trying to say that we not gonna get serious? Okay, maybe a little bit more than a dose. We'll see. Cool. Whatever the reason is that you decided to stop here today, I welcome you. This is the place where I celebrate you, the one who loves mental health and therapy. I mean, who doesn't get tired of celebrating mental health and how much our mental health matters? Because it does. Always. Mental health is always at play. I don't care what you're doing. There's no such thing as not having mental health. The one who's interested in maybe becoming a psychotherapy client and you want to know more about how therapy works. Possibly you just want to understand more about things like anxiety, depression, relationship challenges, friendships. You might be thinking about going to therapy. You may have been in therapy and just want to know more about it. Maybe you had a great experience. Maybe you didn't have such a great experience and want to know what you might want to look for the next time. Because I don't want you to give up. And I hope that as you watch, you'll learn more about some of the techniques we use in therapy. There's all kinds of things you can incorporate, which is why I came to love pop psychology. Now, not just anything. I don't just throw anything out there. I do read over it. I evaluate whether or not it'll be helpful for people. But what I learned overall is that even pop psychology can be helpful when you know how to use it. You'll also learn more about what it's like to be a therapist, what it might be like to be a client from a therapist perspective, if that makes any sense. Well, let me explain a little bit more. Sometimes clients say things about their experience in therapy. I will definitely be incorporating that into the videos. You can also consider being here with PsychologyPop and me as a part of your own self-care journey, your self-care regimen, routine, just a part of your self-care. This is also the place for you, those who are thinking about becoming therapists or getting into the field of mental health or psychology. You're thinking about taking the next step, but you don't know which direction you want to go, or maybe you do, and you just want to learn more about it. But let's just say you're looking at your options. You got the menu. You're weighing out what you want to do next, what you want to put together to create the whole package. You majored in a field that is on the road to becoming a therapist, and you're looking to learn and absorb more. I know that's how I was. You might be thinking about going into community mental health, maybe working in a hospital, working in a rehabilitation center, or you want to be in private practice. Or you've heard about the fact that you're probably going to have to do some supervision. Yep, I'll be talking a lot about that. But let me tell you, I've done a lot of different things, okay? So yeah, you'll hear a lot about that supervision thing. Or you just want to know what it's like to help people change their lives. Hopefully that'll be of help to you. I also want to celebrate you, my fellow psychotherapists, our wins and successes, maybe learn something new, learning how to balance it all, which is so important. If you're going to be in the field of helping others, you got to first help yourself. Like they say, put the oxygen mask on you so that you can help other people. Self-care for you, the therapist. Let's talk about the pain of doing progress notes. And if you happen to be one of those therapists that doesn't find doing progress notes painful, well, good for you. But not only progress notes, documentation. They're always talking to us about documentation. What about helping people? I didn't know this is what I signed up for. With Psychology Pop, I'm taking my experience that I've gained since I started working in the field back in 1997. I'm excited to be able to share my knowledge, expertise, and experience with you. Way back in 1997. Woo! That was such a long time ago. But them was some good times, wasn't they, Miss Psychology Pop? They sure were. And here we are now. If there's something specific you'd like to learn more about, just leave me a comment. And if I know I can go and get it and share it with you, I would love to take your comment and make a video out of it just for you and everybody else who probably wants to know the same thing. What I'm not here to do is to try to be perfect, because the first thing I want you to know is there is no such thing as perfection. It just doesn't exist. And I'm really thrilled right at this moment to know that I don't have to strive for that. And you can always go down in the description to learn and find out more information about things I may have mentioned in this video, like this t-shirt I'm wearing. You might like it and say, I wonder where she got that shirt. Well, check down in the description box. I gotcha. Now, as far as that name, Psychology Pop, well, I came up with that because of an experience I had when I was working in a governmental institution. That's all I'm going to say, because I love that institution. But let's just say I wore a uniform and had ribbons and little stripes on my arms. You probably get the picture. But anywho, I'm in there one day chewing gum. Something I love to do. I didn't even realize that I was popping that gum until my department head, it wasn't that big of a department, came up to me in front of everyone and said, "Stop popping that gum." So of course my first decision was, stop popping that gum. So I did. My other decision that I made as I thought about that incident, how embarrassed I felt, how that person embarrassed me. And I said, I never want that to happen again. So what did I do? I decided that, you know what? I'm going to be on the trajectory to live my life and work in a way where I have freedom to just be me. What's wrong with popping gum anyway? Well, I learned that day that you can't pop it everywhere. You can't pop it anytime. You definitely need to know where to pop it. But bottom line, I want to be able to pop my gum. So I came up with Psychology Pop, thinking about that moment back in the day where I realized that freedom was an important part of my life. So I put the two things together, becoming a therapist in the field of psychology, and that defining moment in my life about don't pop that gum, and deciding that I'm gonna pop it whenever I want to. Kinda, sorta. And hence the name Psychology Pop. You can read more about it on my website. I wrote about that experience in a blog post. It's there. If you heard something today that sounds like what you want to learn more about, hit that like button. See my hand? I was trying to do that little like hand. If you find this to be a little bit, I don't know, entertaining, educational, informative, inspiring, I hope to be all those things to you and realize I'm just going to be me. And don't you dare expect anything else. The people that know me are like, in the comments probably going, yep, that's her. That's how she is all the time. Because it's true. Being authentic, having fun, it's part of my core values. Something you'll learn more about as you follow along with me here in Psychology Pop. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. That way you'll be notified anytime new videos are uploaded. Bye for now. And keep it poppin'. How dare you use those things that aren't scientifically based? You can't possibly be any good at what you do if you shared that blog post. Are you serious? You refer your clients to YouTube videos? Yep.